Hey everyone. Gorgeous Tuesday night here in London, England. Today's date is Tuesday, November 7th, 2023. The time is, let me check the time. I don't know what time it is. Tell me the time. 8:05 p.m. Temperature right now is 49 Fahrenheit, 9 degrees Celsius. I'm on the Westminster Bridge looking at the clock tower and Big Ben. In fact, this is where I started my first ever live stream in Europe. But instead of going that way towards Big Ben, I'm gonna go the other way, this way, across the River Thames to the London Eye. It's a gorgeous night here in London, although just a little bit chilly. Yes, that is the London Eye. That's the name of this Ferris wheel here. I love the lights on this building here, the county hall. Shiva Balan asks if I have a video on the London Eye yet. No, I didn't make a video on the London Eye. I started a video from there, but I just don't think the views and the time to queue up are worth it. I've got an amazing video for you all once I get around to uploading it. The holidays are really shaping up here in London very quickly. Natasha P says, but that's not something you do every day, but maybe it's worth it. Not for me. Pablo Hernandez asked if I was able to see the King's Parade. No, I missed it. I didn't even know it was going on. This is such a gorgeous view here of Big Ben and the bridge. Casually Rich asking what's the crowdness level compared to New York City. In general, London is less crowded than New York. There are more people who live in London though, about 9 million people compared to, I think, 8.4 million people in New York City. But it also really depends which streets you're on, how crowded it is. I find that the most crowded street here in London is Oxford Street. That's the main shopping street here. But it's very dense on Oxford Street. Also on the weekends, the city tends to be busier on those streets as well. Oxford Street, Chinatown is very busy then. Soho. Sea Life London Aquarium. DC322, you love London Chinatown. I just uploaded a video of London Chinatown. I was gonna say I uploaded it this afternoon, but being on London time is really messing up my schedule. I don't know when to schedule videos anymore or publish them or go live. I'm still on New York time with publishing my videos, it seems. Oh, Kevin says the custard video made you laugh. I know, made a big mess on my clothing, and I was not prepared for that bun to squirt out like that. But that video is on Action Kid Extra, where I eat a Chinese custard bun from the bun house and it squirted all over the place. Terrible accident, and I felt like that was one of the most expensive bites I've ever taken. That bun was almost $5 after the exchange rate, and I probably bit like $3 away. But it was good. I see, Claire, this is the London Dungeons next to me. So I guess it's no longer the county hall, but I see the London Aquarium here, and you're saying this is also a attraction. And then we have the London Eye here, which is closed for the day, but they do light it up. Oh, Daniel, this is where they used to do the New Year's fireworks. It's a great place to have the fireworks. You have Big Ben here, the Palace of Westminster, the London Eye. Flower Top moved from London 20 years ago. Appreciate fresh eyes on it as it is now. Not sure if you would love living here now. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of things here in London, the good and the bad. One thing that I've noticed with London is that price of goods and services here tend to skew a bit on the high side, even higher than New York City in some places. And even dining out, it's hard to find good food at reasonable prices. I found that lunch and dinner items, for the most part, they're like a minimum of 12, 13 pounds. Whereas in New York, it's much easier to find cheap eats and quick grab and go items for less expensive prices. I'm not sure exploring New England if there's coronation flags. Yes, Stephen Garachi, there's no $1 pizza here. Very difficult to find a good deal here in London on food. You can find some street vendors selling like falafel sandwiches for £4 or £5, but even after the currency conversion, that's pricey compared to what some of the prices that I'm used to for inexpensive food in New York. Thanks Heidi Anella Sipala with €2. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Celine wants me to explore West London. Yes, I'll have to get around to exploring a good amount of London. Hey, LLN NYC just saw this Time Out article on London cheap eats. I think you gotta know where to go. Seeing tacos for $3 to $5 and other low price items. Yeah, but the issue is sometimes these cheaper eats, they're in places that are further away from the city center, and they're not really as numerous as you may think. But I'll definitely check it out. Believe me, I've tried. I've looked at articles that claim that people have found cheap eats. And then when you look it up what it is currently, it's no longer cheap or they're no longer in business. Yeah, Steven says there's an interesting bridge coming up. Very interesting bridge. Thank you so much, Edwin R. with $1.99. Appreciate the support, Edwin. Thank you. Let's check out this winter market. Love Melody James, how are they tipping? For the most part, many of the restaurants that I go to have a disclosure on their menu that a 10% service charge is included. I've seen it as high as 12.5% as well. And for those restaurants, you don't have to worry about tipping because that service charge pretty much is the tip. And from what I heard from locals here, you're not obligated to tip as well. Just like it is in the United States, you're not obligated to tip, but it is a nice gesture. Thank you, Heidi and Ellie Sapala, €2 again. Appreciate it. Truffle burger for £10, 85. Here, this is London for you, since we're talking about prices already. This is Levant Kitchen, Lebanese street food. Lebanese food is everywhere over London. and it looks pretty fresh. These are the prices. You see, the issue is these are what the normal prices are in New York that I've experienced, but the problem is everything is priced in British pounds, and right now the US dollar is about 25%, give or take, weaker than the British pound. So you're paying 25% more. So this halloumi wrap is actually a $10 wrap, not $7.50. And this chicken shish kebab, you can add another $2 to that. Maybe $2.50, I think. So that becomes a $13.50 chicken shish. Thank you, Love Melody Jane, $20. Appreciate it. Love Melody Jane. I've been watching you for years now. I hope you get some dinner. Yes, I already ate. Thanks, Love Melody Jane. Here, coffee. This is an item that's pretty universal throughout the world. Americano is £2.80. And tea, £2.50. That $2.50 tea becomes a $3 tea after the currency rate. Granted, that's a pretty good price for tea, but that's just a basic tea. If you get Starbucks, it's probably a lot more. This is the South Bank Center. I think there's a performing arts venue. Maria says expensive at the winter market. Well, yeah, this is also a tourist area too. This is pretty with these trees all lit up. Yeah, I see that, Mr. Wu too. I've walked this before during the day. The South Bank is a lot about theater. There's also Shakespeare's Globe, which is not the original venue that Shakespeare had his plays performed. That's a replica, but a very good one. Yes, of course, Alfie. London definitely does not represent the entire United Kingdom. Got a skate park over here.
I like the
Ike Voorhees, any similarities between London and Toronto? Yes, I do find some similarities. These large urban centers, of course, are going to have similarities. Powell and Pressburger. Let's cross over north of the River Thames now, across the Waterloo Bridge. Hey, Peter Laycock, nice to see you here. Thanks for the 20 pounds. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Yes, Alfie saying Camden is a great place, one of my favorites in London, good market there too. I'm going to have to visit Camden because a lot of people say good things about it. I know it's also high up in the list of tourist places that people like to visit while they're here. There's a National Theatre. And St. Paul's Cathedral is in the distance. The structure that looks like a dome. Yes, I know, Anthony. I would have passed the Tate Modern and the Borough Market as well. But for the most part, there's a lot more going on in central London. Sam asking if I feel safe roaming London. I know at times some parts of New York City can be a little daunting at night. For the most part, I do feel safe wandering London. I haven't had any negative interactions with people yet in London, and I've been through a good portion of the city. No one's talked back to me yet or gave me nasty looks. See the city skyline over there. A very small skyline compared to New York City, Manhattan.
said you wanted to try the same business partner will be.
You know what I'm going to do? I do need to put on one glove. I don't want to lose feeling in my hand. Deborah says, love the London skyline, the old and the new. It's gorgeous, really.
Yeah.
I do have a stylus hung now right here, but I don't think I need it yet. Just one glove and one hand in the other pocket works. Although it is that temperature now where it does affect my respiratory system and making my nose drip. The view from the Waterloo Bridge is one of the best. Yeah, we can see Big Ben from here, the London Eye. National Theatre. The Trafalgar Square Christmas tree should be going up soon. I see they were preparing, I think, some kind of holiday market there, but I don't see the tree there yet. I do want to head over to Covent Garden, which is where I observed the lighting of that Christmas tree today. It's so wonderful. Yes, Max 1319. I've ridden the double-decker bus 3 times already. I should visit Hampstead in London. Yeah, I'll see how many places I'll be able to get around to. With this being the holiday season, I'm definitely going to be busy recording a lot of the lights and the experiences, but I'll see what I can do. Thank you, Peter Bradfield, $4.99 for my 60th birthday tomorrow. Oh, happy early birthday, Peter. Help for a warm drink as you explore London. Thanks, Peter. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the support. This is the Somerset House to my right. There's actually a Christmas tree in there already, but the winter market there with the ice skating rink, it won't open until later. Tropical Day says, how many videos are you recording a day? Depends on the day. I think the second day I was here, I recorded 7 videos total and did a live stream. Today I made 4 videos. What I really like about London is that they have directories quite often in the center city, central London I mean, and also directions where you want to go. So River Thames, South Bank, Westminster, Charing Cross, the city to the right. Mike Ogland to be interested in how I think London compares with New York. No comparison because they're 2 different cities, but they do have a lot of things in common. A lot of people like to compare the New York City subway and the London Underground, different neighborhoods. There's a lot in common. London's definitely an older city than New York, has a lot more history. If you want to see the Lion King, this is where you go. Pizza Lover 2060, are there any rats in the London Underground train? I'm sure there are, but I haven't seen any. Even though the London Underground is older, they do keep it very clean, and I haven't seen any rats. But then again, London also used a very simple design for its transit system. That's why it's called the Tube, because they have a lot of these tubular structures that the trains pass, and a very simple tile. Whereas the New York subway, they use a lot of steel, and the steel is rusting, it corrodes, so it's different. Oh, Rolf, you think London seems cleaner than New York? It definitely is, no question about it. And you could thank these people for why London is so clean. Thank you, MN, for $10. Have you had anybody recognize you and greet you yet? Yes, I've had 2 people recognize me today. Appreciate it. Thanks, MN. Tia Steel, I do see them. It's not that there's none, but they are in certain areas. Wow, this pub is kind of busy. And Covent Garden is right there. I am so excited to bring this to you again. I know my first time when I live streamed and I ended here, I was impressed, but now that all the lights have turned on and the Christmas tree is lit, it's even more pretty. I see that, Sam. After work drinks at the pub is common here in London. No, Dom, no trouble at all understanding British accents. This is the Royal Opera House, by the way. I heard you can get a great view of the Covent Garden from the top floor here. Take a look at this. So far, this is my favorite holiday-themed area in London. No doubt about it. Oh, is that Shake Shack again from New York City? I've heard they has dreadfully awful food, so I wouldn't recommend going there. Instead, go to a pub, get some fish and chips. The flavor is delicious, isn't it? And dun da da da. I'll try my best to get the tree lighting video and walk up tomorrow. But this tree lighting was one of the best I've ever seen. Believe it or not, I like this even better than the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree lighting. The one here in Covent Garden. There was just much more of a community atmosphere when it came to this Christmas tree lighting. I'm sorry, but the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree lighting is way too commercial. That whole event is like, stay tuned for the advertising, and we're gonna have this performer sing, and then you're there and you realize how much of a theater it is, because all the performances and the singing and everything was recorded the night before. There's nothing live about it. So you're sitting there, they're like, oh, now we present the Rockettes. It'll be like Al Roker. Now I present the Rockettes. And then it'll be silent, dead silent. You realize nothing's live about the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree performance. Thank you so much, Blake46, for the $6.99 Canadian. Appreciate the support. With love, Covent Garden. Is this a real tree or artificial? It is real, my friend. Smells like a tree too. Happy holidays, everyone. Oh, I didn't want to be in their picture. Still the beginning of November, but the holiday season has started. Apple Market, cute name. I'm gonna get a selfie for myself. Why not? It would help if I have it on selfie mode. It's hard to do this. There we go, it's better now. No, too scrunched down. Hard with two hands. This is King Street, popular area for shopping. And let's take a look at the tree from this angle. They did a really good job lighting the tree too. I don't really see too many patches of this tree where it isn't lit. Thank you, Angie Parks, $4.99. Great job, Action Kid. Loving it. I love when you do Diker Heights every year. I hope you do it this year too. Stay safe. God bless. Thank you, Angie Parks. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
I've only been, I guess, technically Soho. Like,
It's one of the prettiest areas for the holidays in London for sure. And I don't want to skip out on this too, but if you don't want to take a selfie with that big tree, you've got 6 of them over here. These are a lot more manageable. Oh wait, there's 7 of them. Oh, I can't count. There's 8 of them. One of the trees was blocking the other one. So everyone, would you take a selfie here? There's also a nice little reef over there. Covent Garden Market. Thanks, Albert Snail. 10 pounds. Loving you visited my home country, England. It's lovely to see you going around London. The Christmas tree is the best. Thank you, AK, from your #1 fan, Yvonne. Thanks, Yvonne. This is amazing. You can't deny it. Such a gorgeous place. And it was really a pleasure seeing this Christmas tree light up in person today. I hope I could process it and upload it in time for you all to see. Mass Marvels notice no street lamps. There's a few. Oh, Jackie D, nice to see you in my hometown. I'm in Brixton. Yeah, a lot of people are recommending me to visit Brixton. And some people say it's like Brooklyn. Also, this pub here is dressed up in decorations too. Peter would think they would have 12, not 8. Christmas trees, since that is an English Christmas carol. I don't know, maybe they couldn't find 12 Christmas trees to put there, but there's 8. Look at this pub, the Roundhouse. It's interesting about the pub culture here. People, they just drink alcohol outside on the tables. Wow, look at this place, gelato and sundae. Crepes, waffles, brioches, make your own. This is how they draw people in, my gosh. Yeah, I know, Claire. There's a lot of pubs here in Britain. It's part of the culture, I guess. Also, the drinking age is 18 here compared to 21 in the United States. And it's even as low as 16 if you're with a parent or guardian and having food. BC saying people say the food in England is good now. Oh, the food here is excellent. I've gone to so many different places. The food is great here. I don't think I've had a single meal that was bad here in London during my time here. But then again, I'm usually selective on where I eat. I'm trying a wide variety of cuisines and everything. The food is great everywhere. Oh, excellent. And man says there's good Indian food to be had in London. I had Indian food today and it was delicious. Surf Boy, you enjoyed my fish and chips review the other day. Thank you so much. We're approaching Leicester Square. This is the underground station. And men saying funny to see familiar chains in London like Fogo de Chao, Pray et Manger, and Shake Shack. Yeah, it is. Angie Parks, 499. Have to give your super fan Yvonne a run for money. Great content. Hope you don't mind me giving twice. Thank you so much. Thanks, Angie. Appreciate it. And Joseph Sr. My wife and I love your channel. Thanks, Joseph. Appreciate it. Thanks for super chat. Is there a Popeyes nearby? I haven't seen a Popeyes here in London. I did see Kentucky Fried Chicken though, multiple Kentucky Fried Chickens. There's McDonald's here, there's Burger King, there's Five Guys, Shake Shack. What other brands that I've seen here? Starbucks. I can't wait for the Leicester Square holiday market to open up. They're working on it. Oh, here's Burger King. All right, so we just saw Pizza Hut and Jollibee there. Some more brands that I'm familiar with. You want me to try pizza at Pizza Hut? We're walking towards Chinatown, by the way. I'm going to show you the place that was on the Action Kid Extra video today, where I exploded custard all over my jacket and part of my mic too. Was able to clean it up with some water and paper, but where is it? Is it to the right or the left? I think to the right. Yeah, it's to the right. Yeah, where my accident occurred. I don't know if they're still open. It's like 9 o'clock right now. I've already ate 3 times in Chinatown. Each time was delicious. Yeah, McD returning to the scene of the crime, for sure. Oh, it's right here, Bun House. And I did not heed the warning on the window here. Squirting guaranteed. Maybe I'll get one and I'll do it the right way this time. Custard salted egg yolk. Yeah, let me do it. I'm gotta redeem myself today. All right. So this is the Bun House. They just don't have only buns either, but they have all this stuff. French toast, curry, rice, waffle fries. All right.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I'm gonna get a custard bun.
Sure, is that for
Yep.
takeaway?
Yeah, take away.
Sure, yes, please.
Sure. I got one the other day and I had it spread all over my jacket.
Yeah,
So
it's a runny one. Now you'll be more careful.
Yeah. Oh, now I get a bowl. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, have a nice evening.
All right. Now, let's do this the right way. Let's see. Where can I eat this where it's not a problem? Oh, I see. Down there. There's wooden pallets there that I can. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Watch me, watch me get it all over my jacket again and have accident number 2. Thank you, Jackie D. 2 pounds, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay, I hope. Okay. I'm getting nervous now. I'm gonna be like so gentle with this thing. Oh, I missed 2 super chats. Let me move back before I eat this thing. Jackie D, 2 pounds. Scrolling back. Wow. Where is the super chats that I missed? I feel so bad when I miss a super chat, but. All right. Liu Chong Sin, 5 pounds. Thank you, Liu Chong Sin. Appreciate it. Okay. Now, sorry about the finger motion. I know it's making you dizzy, but here we go. There's custard already coming out of it. That should have been my warning from before. Okay. Little nibbles this time. I'm not gonna go like last time. I'm just gonna go. Here we go. This is like eating a Shanghainese soup dumpling for the first time. You don't know, and it blows all over the place. All right. Nothing bad so far. Okay, there it is. Oh. You see the custard, right? Oh. This is much better than the messy one. Uh-oh. Gotta be careful here. Look at that. It's like custard completely filling the bun. I hope this bun stays intact. It might like leak through the bun to the bottom and then I have another problem. This is hard to eat, man. You gotta like suck the juice, like. All right. Oh. Even knowing how runny this thing is, it's still hard to eat. Yeah, what a mess. It's fun to eat though, but I'm just gonna put the whole thing in my mouth now because then I won't have any more issues trying to suck up juice or anything. Mmm. All right, I redeemed myself. I wish I had this last time. Come on. Even with me knowing what I'm doing, I still spilled some custard juice. But glad I redeemed myself with that egg custard bun that exploded all over my jacket. Claire says that's cheating. They have the bowl. Was the filling savory or sweet? It was savory. Very good. Let's throw this out. Most of the custard buns that I've had, they're not that runny. It's a more solid consistency. So what they do there with their buns is completely unexpected. You bite into it and it's like whoosh, everything comes out. But I'm glad I was able to enjoy it this time. Well, I enjoyed it last time too, but not in the same way I did today. It's the Chinatown gate. £13.50 for their buffet at Kowloon restaurant. Looks pretty good. I don't know, I might want to try one of these buffet places while I'm here. Thank you so much, Philip McLaughlin, $5. Try some prawn crackers in the Chinese restaurants. They don't do those in the States. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support. This restaurant I ate at before, Four Seasons Chinese restaurant. You'll see my Action Kid Extra review of Four Seasons when I publish it.
This one.
Sarah Temp says, you think they get the banners idea from Mexico? Yeah, this is one of the coolest Chinatowns I've ever been to. I like how it's pedestrianized. Thank you, Louis Alessi, $10. I love the video of the tube. I remember hearing and seeing the announcements and signs that say mind the gap when I was there. Will you ride the new Queen Elizabeth line during your stay? Appreciate it. I've already did. The first experience in London was riding the Elizabeth line from Heathrow Airport to Paddington. But very clean, efficient. That's my favorite transport for London method so far. Oh, let's stay back from this. These streets in London are very narrow. You have to really be quick crossing the street sometimes. A lot of London was designed when the horse and buggy was the main method of transportation. That's why a lot of the streets are narrow. And that's also why they have to use those double-decker buses, because there's no space to put like wide buses. Yeah, crikey, they really do have to be careful. Thank you, Dennis Moore, $10. Do you know about the blue plaques around London? There are over 1,000 in the city, and they mark the historic significance and the location. Yes, I've heard about them, Dennis. Appreciate it. Thanks for the info. This is Soho now. I've walked here before, but looks like it's still lively even on a weekday. It's a jazz club. World famous jazz bar. Nice. That's the one that had all the people in front. You bet a bus couldn't even make many of these corners. Yeah, the buses don't travel through here. Only the main streets. Yeah, Claire, you keep mentioning Nando's. Hey, Jaycation's here. I have to be careful of the squirting custard. You know, if you rewind the stream like 15 minutes back, I went back to the place and I ordered one live and had one. And I still made a mess. Although it didn't spill on my jacket this time, it spilled inside the bowl that they gave me. But that video will be one of the highlights of my trip. Adriana says, in love with London, you need to go to a soccer match. Yeah, it's a big thing here. I know. Now there's a warning on the window and I didn't heed the warning. I didn't think it was going to be that runny. But me, I had one big bite, not knowing, and that was funny. Crystalina wants me to try the Natural History Museum. Sounds like a plan. This is a term that's never used in American English, to let. Usually the term is for lease or for rent. Just like I learned what fly tipping is the other day. Thanks, Tall 32 Guy, $1.99. Glad you're having fun, messy moments and all. Appreciate it, Tall 32 Guy. Thanks for the support. I should visit Hyde Park and you'll see all the lights for the Winter Wonderland. Thanks for that tip. Neville 6000, what's up? Good to see you're in London. Have a Canadian $5 on me for a snack or drink, anything you like. Thank you, Neville. Appreciate it so much. You know, Neville, now that you contributed a super chat, it's funny because the other day I went by a pub and the name of the pub was the Maple Leaf. And the menu has a maple leaf on it. Inside is all like Canadian themed. And they even sell Canadian items like poutine. So if there's any Canadians in here, if you want to feel at home, you could visit the Maple Leaf Pub. And maybe you can meet some Canadians. Yeah, the Can Continue was in the live stream chat when I showed it. By the way, this is the Elizabeth line, Tottenham Court Road station. I actually took the train from here once. And now we on Oxford Streets. This street is gorgeous. This is the most decorated street in London by far. Also the busiest shopping street in Europe. Even at this time, like 9:30 at night, there's still a good amount of people walking around. Claire says Regent Street lights look better once they're lit. Yeah, I'm waiting for the Regent Street lights to turn on. There's also Bond Street. Bond Street is a upscale shopping area. That's where you have your Louis Vuitton, Dior, Tiffany & Co. Oh yeah, I do have to visit Harrods as well. It's a popular department store here, like Selfridges. Arturo, it depends where you are, but London is 5 hours ahead of the East Coast of the United States. Lee wants me to visit the refurbished Battersea Power Station. I was actually going to go there on November 5th for the fireworks, but I ran out of time and also it was raining. But I do want to still go there. Claire says Oxford Street has declined a lot. It used to be super packed every day of the week, but since online shopping, it's not so busy anymore. Oh, I could tell. There's also a lot of stores that are coming up that aren't really that, how should I say it? Doesn't really fit the character of the street as much.
like my coffee black. Wife too, don't turn this into no controversy. It's my boo. I could make $250,000 off a haiku, and I could make another quarter off it ×2. If it's money on the table, I'll be on it like Bobby or Epic. You peep the aesthetic. It's hard to.
Oh, by the way, the other day I walked by what I thought was TJ Maxx and then I got corrected. No, here in London it's TK Maxx. I think it has something to do with a disagreement with the name or something. Why is it TK Maxx here in London and not TJ Maxx? Well, they're practically the same store and same concepts. TK Maxx is in Australia too? Okay. Oh, Absolute Travel Adventure. That's owned by the brother. That's why it's called TK Maxx. All right, here we have Oxford Circus, the junction between Oxford Street and Regent Street. Is this the BBC building? Or that one? I don't know. Ooh, Skate West End. Let's check this out. Oh, thanks, Philip McLaughlin. Try a Lucozade sports drink in any co-op you find. Also try Iron Brew if you could find it. How do you like the sun setting earlier? I have family in Luton in Scotland. Unfortunately, I don't drink, but appreciate the super chat. Thanks for the support. Thanks for tuning in. Shaw's of 74, I miss Carnaby Street. No, I was there earlier. Ooh, Hanover Square has a skating park. I didn't see this before. Like it's open now for people to skate in. Unfortunately, copyright music. Yeah, Veronique, this is really nice. Very pretty. This is Hanover Park, where they have this ice skating rink. It's a circular ice skating rink. Wow, what a pretty ice skating rink they have here in Hanover Park. Or Hanover Square, it's called. Skate the West End. We are coming up on one of the most prestigious streets in London called Bond Street. There's a new Bond Street and an old Bond Street. Adriana says it's like Bryant Park. Yeah, it is a little bit, except there's no shops around. It's just an ice skating rink there, but it's a pretty one. I can't wait for Bond Street to be all lit up. I don't know when it's gonna happen. Looks like Boston, Massachusetts. Yeah, it kind of does. I'm blue, da da dee 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 da. I don't wanna hear your song, get away from me. These pedicabs are so annoying. You know, I read on Reddit on the London forum, there's actually a bill being introduced to limit the pedicabs here. The pedicabs here are even more annoying than the ones in New York. They're even louder with their music. There's all high-end like shops around here. You know what I really love about London compared to New York City? There aren't too many illegal sidewalk vendors here. It's crazy. New York City is like a free-for-all when it comes to people selling stuff. They could just set up shop on the sidewalk. They're all over in Chinatown. They're on Fifth Avenue. They're in Times Square with all these bags. Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Coach, wherever you want. And you don't have that here in London. Thank you so much, Richard Hawkins, £4.99. Hey, Action Kid, what's the odds? You just walked past my brother a while back. Did you see the dude with the eye patch madness? No, I didn't recognize. There's so many people I passed, but that's pretty cool. I passed by your brother in London. I think New York City really needs to do something about the sidewalk vendors. It really cheapens the image of New York, and it makes it seem like, you know, it's not a great place to do business. And especially now with the Brooklyn Bridge, I mean, come on, that's so tacky, having all these vendors on the Brooklyn Bridge. I walked it not too long ago, and I was just, you know, appalled by all these vendors there. I don't like walking the bridge anymore. Can you imagine if that's over here in London, the Tower Bridge, the most famous one, all the vendors there blocking people walking and stuff? It's not a good image for the city. It's so bad in New York now that I see people now, like they don't have any more space to walk on the sidewalks. They're stepping over people's bags and products and stuff, and I don't blame them. They shouldn't be there in the first place. Thanks, Phil. $4.99. London's my favorite city. I was there back in May. Try Mama Son's Dirty Ice near Chinatown. Loved it there when you went 3 times. Appreciate the support. Thank you very much. Pedestrians, ooh, should go this way. It's a pretty street. Oh, and not just the vendors either, but what's even worse, especially for my videos and streams, I have to bring this up, and I'm gonna do it with a song. It's gonna be called Empire State of Mind. In New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. You hear that like 20 times at least on the bridge. It's like, why? Thank you, Geschmack, with $5. It looks like a giant flea market of knockoff designer goods in New York. I agree, it's gotten out of hand. It's really, really bad, and the city just allows it to happen. Like, they don't do anything. They say they crack down on people, and then there's like a news report that they do, but then like the next week they're back. It's like, you're not gonna follow up on what you enforced already. Thank you, Geschmack. Appreciate it. Can you imagine if there's a song like that about London and you have all these vendors playing it, trying to get people to take selfies also? Gloria says that's why New York is famous for vendors. Keep in mind that's a way of people having a business. It's not free for those vendors. If you live in New York, you know why it's needed. I mean, these vendors on the sidewalks, they're not paying any taxes or not allowed to be there. All right, we're back to Oxford Street. At this point, I think I might as well walk back to my accommodations. So maybe I'll end this video at the Marble Arch at the end of Oxford Street. Gosh, I have this song stuck in my head now. In New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. This is not New York, this is Old York. We're in the UK, man. That's what the 360 things do, right? I just did it for free. Crystalina, you feel dizzy? I feel dizzy watching those people take the selfies. Thank you, Angela Washington, $4.99. Have you found yourself outside of Scotland Yard yet? Did you know when you start climbing up out of the Westminster station, you're under Big Ben Clock Tower? Yeah, I was there in Westminster station my first day. Yeah, Neo-K, I haven't seen a rat yet here in London, but I'm sure they're around. Oh, here's Selfridges. Oh, we have the pedicabs again. I'm gonna stay away from them. I'm gonna have to replace the music. I pretty know it. I should start playing Empire State of Mind over these pedicabs because that's what they need. In New York. I didn't hear Empire State of Mind from those pedicabs. I must be in the wrong city. Thank you so much, Geschmack. You mentioned Harrods. If you go there, be sure to check out the food department. You suggest the chocolate strawberries. Secretariat says must take issue where you mentioned about the street vendors. At least New York doesn't have the cup and ball scammers like there are on the Westminster Bridge. Yes, I've seen the 3-card Monte and the shell game before in New York as well. And there's other tricks that people use to part with your money. So it's worse in New York, believe me. You have the street vendors, the pedicabs, and the tricks that people play. You know what I haven't seen here in London? The fake monks asking people for donations to build their temple, which isn't even in Chinatown. I know Chinatown like the back of my hand. Oh, Tall 32 guy sent a super chat as well. Scrolling back to see if I could find it. I can't find it anymore. It's really hidden, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thanks, Tall 32 guy. I couldn't find your message. Oh, his question was, my dad's from Queensbury. Any chance you go there on this trip? I mean, it's possible. I'll have to see what I can cover over here. Yeah, Philip, I do recognize that London has a much cleaner underground system compared to New York City subway, for sure. Yashma says the trains in London's tubes seem so old. Yeah, they are. Lots of old trains. Many of these buses are electric. You know what? I think I might as well walk Edgware Road with you all, since I need to head over that way. Anyway, you'll see a very different neighborhood there. There's a big Arabic community that lives and has businesses along Edgware Road. Hey.
Hello, hello.
Hello. And it's where I had my first meal in London, Edgware Road, at a Lebanese restaurant. Here's the Marble Arch. It's underneath some wrapping now, but I don't know if they're decorating it or it's under renovations. Shiva, I did do the double-decker bus. This light takes a while. Why do they have posters on it? I don't know why the Marble Arch is covered right now. Definitely weird. Why is this light taking so long? Dino wants me to show a little bit of Middle Eastern Edgware Road. Yes, we're coming up on it. Definitely a very different area than the rest of London. All right, turning right, this is Edgware Road. Home to a lot of London's Arabic community. Oh, I see, Angela. Carnaby Street Christmas light switch-ons tomorrow from 4 to 8 p.m. Jim Mork was Jack the Ripper, a Londoner? I would think so. All those murders happened in the Whitechapel area of London. But the murderer was never found. He was called Jack the Ripper because of nicknames and stories. And these murder victims were really, really graphically murdered. Some believe he was a doctor or surgeon too, because he knew exactly where to cut people. And yeah, very brutally murdered. You're starting to see it now. All the Lebanese, Arabic businesses around here. Here's the restaurant I ate at for my first time in London. Hey, the Marouche Express. Excellent place. Both sides have do not walk signals. Oh, interesting. Now it opens up on both sides. This area is so cool. I do want to eat at another restaurant along Edgware Road when I get a chance. And you'll often see a lot of people too here, relaxing, smoking hookah. It reminds me a lot of Steinway Street in Astoria, Queens, if any of you are familiar with that. On Steinway Street, that area is called Little Egypt. See here, jewelry, Lebanese cuisine. Busy night. Yeah, it is for Tuesday. It's this late and already it's a lot of people here still. Thank you, DW, £5. This is towards your trip to Ireland. We can pick you up at the airport. Enjoy your trip. Diane and Sandra, appreciate the support. Thank you very much. Lee says, AK, unlike in the US, I find in the UK more people smoke or vape. I do notice that too. There's a lot more smokers here for some reason. I don't know what it is, but people like to smoke here. Yeah, Drew's saying smoking's allowed in the restaurants. Wow, look at that. Looks delicious. BC say London's more spread out than New York City. Oh, for sure. Alicia says it's dinner time. Yeah, a lot of people, I guess this is their dinner time or hangout time, I guess. There's open all night, Cafe Helen. So many places. Michael says not allowed inside restaurants. Really? The smokers? It's a big casino here, Victoria Casino. Casinos and betting places, you'll see them a lot here in London. Something that I'm not really used to coming from New York. The Little Vic Casino, it's called. No, wait, there's Victoria Casino and Little Vic Casino. When people asked about where the homeless are, take a look to the left, next to Barclays Bank. It's a sad sight here. Geshmag is surprised about the casinos in London. Yeah, I'm really surprised too. VVV says you're almost walking 3 hours. I walked much more than that today. Yes. Claire says homeless people often get killed in their sleep here. Oh my gosh. I saw a show where a homeless person was burned alive. Oh, that's gruesome. Crazy. SX says I should go to a football match at White Hart Lane to see the best team in England. I'm not really that interested in sports. Oh. No sports, no booze, yeah. I don't do that. Road closure. Wow, look at this place. Citadel of Herbal. Lots of people here. Feels like the people in this community are very close. Yeah, this area is really a big culture shock. It's like when I walked Brick Lane too. That was a big Bangladeshi community. Now there's Lebanese. Here's Starbucks that's closed. Geshmak saying Lebanese food in particular is excellent. Yeah, I had the Lebanese food. Amazing. Look at this, Maison du Sultan. That looks like a good place. All right, everyone. I've made it to where I want to be. Paddington Station is down this way. I'm going to close up the live stream now. Hope you enjoyed this long walk, starting from Big Ben all the way around to Covent Garden, Oxford Street. Saw a lot today for sure. Thanks so much for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone. Take care. See you.